Muted.
Hi there, I'm Mark Sebastian, founder of OptionPit.com. This is the AM Volatility Report reminder. None of this should be considered investment advice. Consult your financial professional. Options have risk. Also, check out our events page. We've got our next Saturday class, the Butterfly Intensive. It's going to be an intense 3 to 4 hours of butterfly training. That's going to be March 11th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you check it out. So here we are, and opening down a touch, but really haven't moved much in the first 20 minutes of trading. I think we opened up down 3.5, and now we're down 4.5. VIX has barely moved. The futures are almost completely unchanged from yesterday. They maybe are up, from yesterday's close about a dime, but really not a lot of movement today. So you can see the Russell 2000 is the biggest mover of the day. It's down 9. It was the biggest mover yesterday. It's been the biggest mover for a while, but it's been pretty choppy, just kind of hanging around this 1400 level. The Dow's down a touch, but we'll see whether that lasts. It's been very difficult for these sell-offs to last. And especially since we're going into the month, you never know. We could be seeing some repositioning, some dollars moving around. But the one area where we are seeing volatility move a little bit is in some of these back months. The European elections seem to be moving people. At least it seems to be where people are starting to allocate risk dollars. And so we've seen April and May get really firm. April was down to 14.60 and is now 15.25. May was near 15.5, now back near 16. Probably belongs near 16. May is the contract to watch. That is where volatility could. That's where VIX would. That's where kind of around that French election that a lot of people are paying attention to. So I would point toward Amazon's up today, Apple up today, and IBM. That's about it. Google's down a touch. Your Facebooks are down a touch. The financials are all down. You can see JP Morgan's down. Goldman's down substantially. A little bit of a dead cat bounce today in Tesla. And but that's really balls up a little bit today. And a few kind of dead catty bounce things, but really not a lot of green today, just a real small red across the board. Meanwhile, oil, let's talk about the range boundness of oil. Take a look at this chart of USO. I mean, the chop and total lack of movement has been shocking. I mean, it's held about what amounts to about a 30-cent range for about a month, over a month now, and has not really broken out all year. So oil's been pretty range bound. That's one of the reasons why volatility maybe is moving around the way it's moving. Bonds are up today. Nothing major, just kind of reacting to the stock market. Gold, getting near 120. I think the runs have got to be ending soon. I don't see a lot more upside for gold, but it has been rallying. So, across the board, if I'm looking for something to sell, I'm probably looking, in terms of premium, I'm probably looking for energy. And if I'm looking for something to buy, realize volatility continues to be so low. It's very difficult to buy any type of equity volatility. But the only place where there's any real equity volatility has been in the GAF stocks, Apple, Google, Amazon, and Facebook, and a little bit of financials. Even kind of international. You look at China, not a lot been going on there. It's had some, it's down $1 over the last 5 days, so you can call that a nice move lower. Maybe there's a trade developing there. EM, the Emerging Market Index, kind of the same thing. It's had a nice little drop. So internationally, if one's looking for some volatility, maybe that's where to find it, because it's certainly not here in the U.S. So I think during the pit report today, we're going to spend a little time looking at FXI, EM, and EFA for some trade opportunities. All right, guys. If you've got questions, you can email me, mark@optionpit.com, or call me 888-TRADE-01. Have a good one.